100 shirts for only $395. 20 shirts for only $100.
Greenleaf Printing and Designs has stupendous signage, printed and embroidered apparel, and promotional products for you. They're at 5526 Burkhart Road in Dayton and on the web at greenleafprinting.com.
You guys were just talking about a series of events this summer. They're going to go on all across the city to bring people together. They're block parties, am I correct?
Absolutely. The block parties for peace and for justice. And we're excited about doing them. We're doing them this year again under the umbrella of Ceasefire Dayton. We brought together some churches and some other organizations and some concerned individuals. We're working with groups like Mothers of Murdered Children. We're working with other groups that are really sincere in putting a dent in, or certainly making an attempt to end the violence in our community. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Department is working with us. The new thing that's been added to our block parties is we're actually going to be collecting guns throughout the course of our block parties to try to get some of these weapons off the street, as well as turn some young lives around. We start June 23rd. We'll be over at Riverview Park, with the old Riverview Park, which is W.S. McIntosh Park now, on Edwin Moses and Riverview. It's the Juneteenth celebration, but we're calling it a block party celebration this year. That will be our kickoff. In July, we will be at Lexington and Rosedale. In August, we'll be located over at, I'm trying to think where we're going to be in August. Oh, I'm sorry, at Broadway Park. Then in September, our back to school block party, Peace Jam, will be located in the Greenwich Village community. That'll be at North Gettysburg and Queens Avenue, where the home of the old Gardendale School, which recently was torn down. So we're excited about what's going on.
Beyond block parties, you guys, you just hit upon something that I was really interested in, root causes of some of these things. And obviously, just the proliferation of guns that make bad decisions really worse in an instant, and
that is so true. And what we want to do through these block parties is not only deal with the issue of guns that are out there, but we want to talk about the issue of poverty. We want to work with some potential employers to say to some people that are in these communities and in these neighborhoods, we want to put ourselves in a position to help you find employment if you truly want a way out. We want to work with folks who are in that at-risk behavior, whether that's selling drugs, whether that's being in the gang life. We want to connect you with services that are designed to help you make some better choices and to yet be a stopgap so that you can make those choices not based on all economic reasons. By having the things that you need, you don't have to make bad economic choices. So we want to address health concerns, the economic concerns, as well as the criminal concerns and what goes into that. And so we're excited about the block parties this year.
What do you want to do beyond block parties?
Beyond the block parties, we have a team of folks who are getting ready to hit the streets, and I'm excited. We're going to go continuously into places like DeSoto Bass, the Hilltop community. We have a group of young men right here that we're training between the ages of 13 and 17 that are making some better choices and some better decisions. We're mentoring these folks through a process, and we want to continuously make sure we're doing that. We've now started a young ladies group between those same ages, 13 and 17 years old, to help them make some better choices. By not having children too soon, they can have greater opportunities than they would by simply just having babies. So we want to make sure that we're educating and that we're helping people make better choices in their life.
Obviously, when it's really easy to do something dumb.
Yes.
But what other issues do you think are at the root causes of some of the community violence here in Dayton?
I think choosing education. We have one young man who, well, he's 19 years old now. He came to us when he was 17, had been part of the gang life since he was 12 years old, never finished high school. We have now helped him to pass his OGTs. He has now graduated with a diploma from one of our charter schools versus getting a GED. We think that's important, and not only that, but he will be starting school at Central State this year. We're excited. Those are the things we want to do around the clock, year long, to make sure that our young people know that there are other alternatives that are available to them.
If someone out in the suburbs sees this video and says, we don't have some of the problems in maybe my community that we're facing here in Dayton, they want to get involved, how can they, what would you suggest someone to do? Can they get a hold of your organization?
You know what, the best way would be to get a hold of us. There are 2 emails, AdamManOfGod@AOL.com or ceasefiredayton@gmail. They can give us a call at 937-684-8634, which is our headquarters office, and just follow the prompts for Ceasefire Dayton as well as for the Adam Project. We want them to get involved because we need mentors. We need people who haven't necessarily been there. You know, people say, well, can folks who haven't been there tell some folks that have been there how to get out? The truth of the matter is no. But what they can do is tell them what worked for them to stay out. And that can be parlayed into the kind of information needed.
Or to get in to where wherever they're at.
Depending on where they are. And so we don't just see this as an opportunity to work on the inner city. The underlying goal for us is we want to help relationships between this community and the police, but we also want to build black-white relationships across Montgomery County. There's a racial divide that exists here. We want these young black folks to know that there's some well-meaning, some loving white folk that mean them well. We want our white brothers and sisters to know that we love them and mean them well. So we see this as a perfect opportunity to help in all of those causes by working together.
Anything else you'd like to say?
You know what, I simply want to say that Dayton is going to change whether the bad folks want it to or not. And it's going to be because we have finally learned how to forget what color, what gender, what our sexual orientation or preference is. We're going to work together to make a difference in this community.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.